Today I want to talk a little bit about being gay. So let me set the record straight. If you didn't already know by my shirt, I'm as gay as they come. And I thought I would tell you the story of, well, the point's gay. I'm 36 years old and I have been gay for all 36 years. In fact, one of my youngest memories, I think actually New Kids on the Block, when I was like 7 years old, I remember being like, oh, he's hot. I forget which one. I think as I grew up, I have two older brothers who I love and are amazing, and they beat the crap out of me growing up. I think I just always didn't know how to, I had no gay friends, no gay family members. I just, kind of kept it in a bottle, and went to college, and I was student body president in a fraternity, and have no regrets about my experience, but I wasn't out. So I didn't really date in college. I think maybe that frustration and being closeted helped propel me to, be student body president, which was an amazing experience. But I knew right as soon as I graduated in 2005, I had to come out, and I knew moving to New York would definitely make me do that or make it easier. So December 2005, I graduated from Pitt, moved to New York, February of 2006, moved in with gay roommates, and then within a couple months, I remember coming home. I was so poor living in New York my first year. I would go home to my parents' house outside of Philly, and mostly because I couldn't afford to do anything in New York. But I knew I had to come out to my parents. My parents are amazing. They're like my best friends. So I just came home. It was a Sunday. I was about ready to get the train back to New York. It was at dinner with my parents, and I remember just having a total out-of-body experience and saying, I have something to tell you. And then I said, I'm gay. And immediately I felt like a ton of pressure, but then also I just started like bawling, crying. Just not because I was afraid. I think it was just more ashamed that I hadn't like let them in on this, huge thing of like who I am. And my parents immediately were amazing. And my dad told me, oh my God, Brian, I still love you all the same. My mom, I think one of her first questions was, do you have gaydar? Does this mean you have gaydar? Because she has the worst gaydar in the world, Mom. So I came out at 22, and immediately it was just a huge weight off of my shoulders. I know a lot of people, every situation is different, but I have never met someone who has regretted coming out and said, I wish I hadn't. Even if it causes pain or if someone doesn't like you, well, guess what? You only live once. You have one chance to live an authentic life. That leads me to doing the Points Guy, I started June of 2010, and the success of the Points Guy has been, there's a lot of other Miles and Points blogs, but none of them ever put their personality into it. There's a lot of other bloggers in the travel space in Miles and Points. If you look at any of their flight reviews, you'll never see their photo. They don't really do social media, and that's great. Not everyone has to, but for me, I think the success of the Points Guy is putting myself into the brand. People come to the Points Guy to travel. I don't care what political party you are, what religion, you come, let's all unite around travel. So then I thought, would being gay unnecessarily complicate things? Do I need to put that side of my life in public? And for a little while, I didn't really address it, but I don't know. I came out on the site. People asked me directly, and I answered, and I've done a number of different posts, and I've been very open. But the more I put into the Points Guide, the more it grew. And even today, why am I doing this vlog? The company is successful. I'm a CEO now. I've been able to travel all around the world and be out and have a successful company. And that's what has made me, especially Pride Month, as we look at, yes, all the progress we've had, there's still so much work to be done. There's 70 countries in the world where being gay is technically illegal. I do a lot of charity work, especially in Africa, where there are some draconian LGBT laws. And I will be honest, I don't flaunt being gay in places where I know that it's a touchy subject or it could be potentially illegal. You have to be smart. So, Pride Month, parades, have some cocktails, wave your pride flag, wave your freak flag, have fun. But I think it's important that as gay people, we recognize that LGBT people around the world do not have it as good as we have it here in the US. Yes, in the US, could we have more laws for anti-discrimination? For sure, we've got work to do. That being said, things are really freaking bleak in a lot of parts of the world. 2 years ago, I was reading in the New York Times about Chechnya. Basically concentration camps by the government. They don't want the gay disease, and they basically were rounding up gay people, taking their phones, and it was horrible, and killing, imprisoning, torturing. And I remember reading that article saying that can't be true. I was incensed when I realized and got over my disbelief. This is happening. Like, gay people are being killed, beaten up, imprisoned all around the world. But it's really bad in certain areas. So coincidentally, a friend was, right after I read the New York Times article, said, come to a dinner in New York, 6 people, we're gonna talk with this group called Rainbow Railroad. They're based out of Toronto, but there's a lot of money in New York with gays, so come and let's see what we can do. So Rainbow Railroad has a name because it's similar to the Underground Railroad, which in the US was during slavery, when there was, good people who came together to shepherd slaves to safety in the North. So Rainbow Railroad has a similar concept where we have a network of volunteers around the world identifying people who are truly at risk of imprisonment and death, and we shepherd them to safety. Basically, Rainbow Railroad gets all these miles, and then we help them book people to safety. So travel's a huge cost of saving a life. It costs on average $10,000 to take someone from an area to safety. So we've donated miles. Last year for my birthday, I did a Prizeo campaign where I gave away 500,000 of my frequent flyer miles, and we raised $200,000 in 6 weeks through that campaign. So this year, we've got even more readers, and Chase just signed on. And
you can win the trip of a lifetime planned by me and the Points Guy team with 1 million Chase Ultimate Rewards points.
We're also gonna fly the winner to New York. We've got all these other great prizes, like marching with us in the Pride Parade. So go to prizeo.com/savelives, and you can donate. The money will go to Rainbow Railroad, but the more you donate, starting at $10, the more you donate, the better prizes there are, so you can get t-shirts and different reader events we're doing across the country. If you wanna shell out a cool 50 grand, I'll take you on a zero gravity flight, and we'll try not to puke on you. So basically, the more you donate, you can win the grand prize, but we really want to raise $1 million. We want to save 100 lives this Pride Month. It's important that we celebrate our successes, that we have fun, but I feel a personal responsibility. Travel has changed my life for the better. I've built a whole brand and a business, and I'm living my dream, that I think it's important that we help out our brothers and sisters who don't have it nearly as good as us. So please, if you've got $10, 10,000, donate to our campaign and help save lives. Prizeo.com/savelives. It's pretty simple. You can win some amazing prizes, but the best prize of all is knowing that you helped save someone's life. Happy Pride, be safe, and subscribe. Even if you're not gay, we are straight friendly here.